Hi everyone, it's Wisdom Wednesdays. I am Ariana Newcomer, Dove Oracle Priestess, Biofield Tuning Practitioner, and Spiritual Mentor. My topic today is Everything is Medicine. I have been reading a book recently called The Sacred Science by Nick Polizzi and came across this beautiful passage in it that reminded me of one of the most powerful lessons that I've learned in my own personal growth journey, which is that perspective is everything. So we don't get to control what happens to us, no matter what they'll tell you in the law of attraction, some of the law of attraction teachings. We don't get to control what happens to us, but what we do have control over is our perspective. It's how we look at it, is how we respond to it, how we react to it. And so Nick is writing about his experience in the Amazon jungles working with shamans. He's made a movie. I think the documentary has the same title, The Sacred Science, and this is a book about the making of that documentary. But it's really a lovely way of thinking about this. So I'm going to read some of this to you. Everything that has ever happened to you and will ever occur around you can be seen through one of two lenses, medicine or poison. It's totally your choice, but your mindset will determine which choice you make. It's in keeping with an ancient observation by the Greek philosopher Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. There's an overall approach to healing disease in the jungle that I think might interest you. Many tribes of the upper Amazon basin consider diseases to be mothers. When someone falls ill and begins to undergo their healing journey, it is believed by the shamans that the spirit of that disease, or mother, has become pregnant with this individual. During this gestation period, the mother has much to teach through her effects on the body and mind, the physical weakness, the pain, the need to rely on others, to trust in others, to let go of our hold on what we expected this life to look like, to confront our own mortality. These opportunities for surrender and humility are all packaged perfectly within a serious disease and presented as a lesson for the soul. The shamans teach that if we humans can walk with the disease mother with eyes wide open and learn the hidden lesson she has to offer, we will be reborn from her womb as a healthy, more spiritually harmonious being, taking with us the boatload of wisdom gleaned from the experience. So looking at the times that we're in, so this is the book, The Sacred Science. Looking at the times that we're in, I've been talking about how the pandemic is a portal that's full of possibilities, the possibilities of creating the new world that we need, one of greater cooperation and partnership and connection with and cooperation with nature too. In order for us to survive as a species, we have to be in partnership with nature, with our world, with the web of life that we are just a part of, that we can't survive without. And that here's another perspective on this pandemic, on this disease, is what is the medicine that is here for us individually and as a collective? What are the lessons? And this doesn't mean that we can't be angry, that we can't be upset, that we can't be afraid sometimes, that we can't just, I'm so sick of this. I'm sick of staying at home. It doesn't mean we can't have all of our emotions. That's part of being human. But when we have our emotions and when we allow ourselves to express them, let them flow through, come back to center, then we can take a look and see, okay, what is the medicine here? What is the medicine for me personally? And what is the medicine for humanity as a collective? There's a lot. There's a lot of medicine. There's a lot of medicine for us personally in relying on others, as the book said, trusting others, um, having to reach out to others in different ways, having to create community in different ways now. And there's a tremendous amount of medicine for the collective in terms of being in right relationship with each other and as humans and with nature and with all of the beings on earth. So that's part of our portal of possibilities, is taking the medicine, is realizing the lessons, is finding the nuggets that are available for us in this and using them and moving forward. So I'd really encourage you not to go blasting at other people on Facebook. Okay, there's a lot of stuff being put out. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of disinformation. There's a lot of conspiracy theories, and there's a lot of ranting, and there's a lot of othering. And one of the medicines we have got to learn in this pandemic is that we have got to stop. We have to stop othering. We have to stop shooting our anger at others because they're to blame for something and we want something to blame. We want somebody to blame for all this. We want to take down somebody. We want an outlet for our anger and our distress. What if we just flow those emotions within ourselves? We allow ourselves to have them, but we're not going to splat them all over Facebook because that's poison. That's making this pandemic into more poison for humanity, more poison for our earth, more poison for our climate. So let's stop. Let's stop poisoning each other. We are all in this together. The medicine comes when we come into greater collaboration, cooperation, and partnership. Collaboration, cooperation, and partnership. So please stop. Please stop posting stuff that's designed to make other people upset and angry. I'm not immune. I've posted political things, but from, I think, responsible news sources. But we really have to watch. What are we putting out there? What are we feeding? I've talked about this before recently too. What are we feeding? Are we feeding the medicine that's available here, or are we feeding the poison? So let's choose our perspective that we're going to find the medicine, and we're going to take the medicine that is going to be healing for us and for the collective and for all of nature. So if you are called to do this kind of personal healing and collective healing, I invite you, if you're a woman, to consider joining me for the Wise Woman Immersion, which is an online group program, small group, so everyone gets personal attention, and we do the next level of our deep inner healing, but we also work to do healing energy work for the collective in every class. So it's a way to be part of the medicine of these times. I will put a link to the webpage for the program in the comments. So if you're interested in it, you can book a conversation with me, and I look forward to talking with you. See you next time.